Thank you, Marianne. Fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All obstacles, you know that. Right. It's so easy after it's over to look back and see what it was all about, to understand, to grasp the meaning, the real significance of an event and of a lifetime. But I'm telling you, when you're going through it, it's muddy waters. Ever tried to see through muddy water? It doesn't matter how hard you stare at it and wish it were clear, it doesn't get clear until you take time to let the sediment sip down to the bottom. And that's really what life is like. It's a muddy trudge sometimes. We think we know where we're going. Straight line. Well, let me tell you, my life has not been a straight line anywhere. I grew up in a large family. There were 9 of us, including Mom and Dad. So, hey, large family. Well, ours was not exactly copacetic all the time. I still remember the hole in the wall when my father went after my brother and his fist missed, and there right through the wall. I still remember the time my brothers were so angry with each other that one pulled out a knife and they were literally throwing knives at one another in the kitchen. We've all lived. We're all still here, all 7 of us. There were times when we went on trips, and I think back, the best trip of all. If you have never been to St. Augustine, Florida, go. It is so much fun. All 9 of us went in a station wagon and actually stayed in a motel, a hotel. We've never, to my remembrance, had ever done that before, and we had a ball. I'm going through all of those wonderful old buildings in St. Augustine and figuring out the history not only of our Florida, but of the United States, because St. Augustine has a lot of history to it of the United States. But when you go through all these memories and you look back on them, there are certain themes in my life that I pulled out that are really important to me, that have sort of led me in a direction and kept me back to a point where I could find my way. Religion was one. I grew up Catholic, went to 12 years of Catholic school. You can't, and I repeat it, you cannot get away from the Catholic upbringing, no matter how you try. And I believe some of my brothers and sisters have tried to evade it, but it comes back. There's a sense of social responsibility that comes with that kind of upbringing. I have, through my life, done many things that were engaged with that social upbringing. Not just because I became a nun, although I did that, and there were 7 years of that. My upbringing also brought me to a social consciousness. I worked at a drug methadone clinic. I worked with the mentally ill. I ran a Big Brothers Big Sisters agency at one time. And all of that, all of those helping kinds of activities were really generated by that spirit of sharing and social responsibility that Catholicism really engenders in the youth when you grow up in a Catholic school. And now I'm a mediator. And my mediation goes back to my family, because with all these different personalities and conflicts that we grew up with, always felt myself as a mediator. I always felt myself trying my best to figure out a way to get the peace. So becoming a mediator later on has just suited me fine. It just came with the territory. So my family roots have been very important to me, not only in the kind of work I do, but now all of those efforts and all of the experiences that I've had are now coming back to serve me in a unique way. Because now I can be of service to my mother. She is 99. She has her 100th birthday on October 10th. And this Saturday we are having a party for her. So far 65 guests have said they'll be there. So we are having a big party for her. We have gone through a lot of her pictures, and she gave me some paperwork. Here's one of the papers she gave me, and it's dated 1984. Big Brother is new in West Pasco. Wouldn't you believe it? My mother has an article from 1984 of me. And going through pictures, there I am with the Big Brothers Big Sisters agency. And here's one, I kid you not, from 1979. Actually, she had two of these. And this is myself with our president at that time. His name was Jack Vasco, giving TV personality John Eastman the Communicator of the Year award from this club, 1810. So memories, they come flooding. My mother's going through all her pictures, we're preparing for her, and she shares this with me. So my memories are triggered. I'll tell you, when you look back, the themes that you find that are really useful in your life are the things that you grew up with. I can see clearly now where I couldn't before, and it's kind of fun to look back on it all. Adam Toastmasters.